Motrimis mama la capre, motrimis mama la capre.
Previously on
Let's get it on. Yes, he just killed a woman. We just missed it. It was glorious.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Let's Get It On. In this episode, King Dotos wakes up and realized, honey, I shrunk the empire. The glorious Getaean empire has shrunken to just one province, and his name is no longer King Dotos, it's King Tarbus. And long story short, everything that happened in the before time was a dream. No, I'm just kidding. My save game got corrupted, but full disclosure, because of the really nice people on Discord, I did manage to recover it. Only the damage has already been done. All the sweet whispering about the new patch. Turns out they developers are huge fans and worked relentlessly to improve the, well, I hope you can feel the air quotes, the so-called barbarian factions. Hell, let's make this thing interactive. Forget Dora the Explorer. You got Oga the Explorer right here. Everybody, no matter what you're doing, driving, holding a baby, taking baked cookies out of the oven, drop everything you're doing and join the air quotes barbarian faction. What was I? The 1.0 day mod. It was basically made specifically for me to retouch and upgrade the so-called barbarian faction. Did you hear the air quotes? And on top of that, a guy with a sassy name, not gonna lie, by the name of the real Manza Musa, he took me aside and showed me his long and thick list of mods that blew my mind. So I decided to reboot the whole series, this time on steroids, and with the help of Manco / Schrodinger, it will be in glorious 2K. Why 2K? Well, because 4 is too much and 3 is racist. So I guess I should briefly talk about all the spices, the sugar, the spice, and everything nice that I added. I'm actually using 21 mods, mostly graphical things, which I won't mention because you either notice it or you don't. And if you are curious about something, just ask. I'm a very approachable guy. My secretary is known to get back to you as early as 5 to 7 working days. So anyway, I will touch briefly on the mods that will spice things up. Main one will be the ultimate 12 turns per year. I know how it sounds, but it's not just about adjusting the passage of time. It actually changes a lot of things to make it fit a day. Stuff like building costs, agents XP, and many other things, honestly. I highly recommend this mod. After some testing, I really can't see myself going back to 4 turn per seasons. What I really like about this mod is how with the risk of sounding a cliche, it makes the game feel intimate, like something happens every turn, but sometimes not a lot happens. It's like drinking a good wine, just savoring it slowly, enjoying it until everything spins and it's time to go to sleep. Other honorable mentions would be event roulette. It's basically that meme with the bicyclist that sticks a stick in its wheel, the mod. It will throw random kicks to the groin, as someone said on Discord, type of events that will really hinder you. But for us it will be great RP opportunities, because unlike most plebs who play Rome 2 as an RTS, We here at Let's Get It On, we play Rome 2 as an RPST, because we like trying to force a P where it doesn't belong. Wow, well, that's a really bad analogy that will bite me in the ass. Another mod that will make life harder is Vox Populi, that will make public order more impactful. And last honorable mention is the mod Too Spicy Even for Steam, Cultural Conversion mod, the normal version, not the hard version. The hard version is for mentally ill people. The mod makes cultural conversion more of an issue, and something that we might really need to keep a closer eye on. And I think it really fits us well, since we are playing in the most peaceful regions of Europe, the Balkans. Might as well rename the culture tensions mod to the Balkan patch. Anyway, if you want the mod, you need to go to Total War forums and manually download it. So let's meet our new king, and actually before that, let's see our political situation. We have the same three political parties, the two main tribes, and the other. And let's see what they're all about. A patriotic xenophile. What? That doesn't sound Balkan at all. Patriotic, yes, but xenophile? So I guess they're the most of our population are really nice. They're just somewhat expansionist and patriotic. And their leader, Bikili, is an expansionist. So he likes the neighbors. He just he also really likes his land. So and the Poturatense tribe are bigots and xenophobes. Honestly, I always thought these are synonyms. I think these are the worst traits you can get. And their leader is a mogul. He's trying to get rich on top of being bigoted. Well, realistic, if there ever was anything. And the third tribe is the Buridavense, which I never pronounce properly. They hate Romans and are militaristic. Makes total sense. And their leader is a populist. Oh, cool. So he will actually be more about defending Dacia from the Romans. Really thematic. I like this political situation. Our influence is what is it? Respected. It's nice to be respected, but I think since we're a chiefdom, we actually want to be a bit more than admired. Yeah, beloved. And after that, it's getting worse. If we are getting exalted, people are starting to not like us that much, and if we get peerless, people hate us. So we will try to rush to being beloved, and then the real game, the finesse game of being popular but not too popular will actually start. Let's meet our king. No longer King Dotos. His name is Tarbus. And he is 43 and he has 2 children and a wife. Wow. He is a calm builder. Okay, interesting. He will try to build an empire. He has an ambitious wife and he is all about harmony. Interesting king. Our wife is cheerful, cultured. Wow. Very useless. Well, I guess she doesn't hurt anything, and she helps a bit with empire management. And she isn't even an influential woman. So who did you marry? Why did you marry her? Just find at least someone with a bit of influence. And what's this? Ambitious wife. And she has an ambition of 1. Speechless. And we have 2 kids. Brandusha, who I assume is a girl, and Brasus, who I assume is not a girl, but who knows, because the picture are the same. One is 5, one is 3, and hopefully we will have at least 6 more. The leader of the which faction? The nice faction, the patriotic xenophiles, is Bikili, and he is let's see, an egoist, a clever egoist, who is a really good farmer. Well, maybe because he's clever, or because he's an egoist. Which one of these makes him a good farmer? This is a very metaphysical question. Yes, about what makes you succeed in life, being smart or being an asshole. So, welcome to Philosophy 101 with Oga the Explorer. And he is an expansionist. He's the one that likes the neighbor so much that he wants to live in their house. Okay, interesting guy. I guess he won't be that useful because he is a siege specialist, and I think is a bit redundant for us, being all barbarian and stuff. And he there's also a tribeswoman leader thingy, loosey goosey woman that is associated with the Council of Chieftains by the name of Dumbravica. She is a circumspect aristocrat, and a war chief. Okay, doesn't help us at all because I don't think we can recruit her as a warrior. So she exists. The leader of the really nasty people, of the racists, the Potulavense racists, is Diordanus, the Mogul. Tries to take advantage of all the racist people. He's confident, a confident, cheerful planner. Well, not interesting picture we get from the leader of all the racists. A really cheerful guy, he likes to plan, he's really confident. Interesting. Yeah, actually, he's good at military research. Well, I guess that's why he became the leader of all the racists. And we might actually want to hire him despite the wages to pay his bodyguards. And the leader of the anti-Roman faction is, what's his name? Tadazi, the obsessive culture. Well, I guess if he hates the Romans so much, he's populist, so he would be obsessed with the Dacian culture. And he is Candor. He's an honest guy. Okay, honest dadas. What are you all about? How old? He is 32, he's 21, he is 25. Okay, we might actually hire him because he helps us with the construction. So let's talk construction. As you can see, even upgrading our barbarian hamlet will cost us a lot of monies, and that's after our king reduces it by quite a bit. So I guess we should hire the guy that helped us with no, thank you. First of all let's move the army here. The king, what's his name? Tarbus is going to hunt in the woods, and we will talk about him and his army later. For now, we will actually raise forces, and we will get what was his name? Dadai, right? Yeah, Dadatsi. This one, and we will hire the one that doesn't cost us anything. And now we will double check that we didn't do a horrible mistake. No, yeah, he gives us minus 8% construction cost. So you will actually rule from Malva, and now and we actually managed to save a bit of coin by hiring our populist leader. And let's talk about Malva itself. As you can see, as a capital, it's a pretty shitty capital. It's not good for tax, minus 10%. It's not good for trade, minus 10%. Industrial is just only minus 1%. it's really good for farming. So a shitty capital, and we have 25,800 people, and I guess we can also upgrade the warriors lodge, but maybe we won't, because I think we want to recruit agents. Let's see, of course we want a spy. He gives us +5 line of sight, military intelligence, not really that good. So he is a snow, and wealth and growth. He's the best that we can have. Well, at least he has a 5 line of sight. So let's hire him and hope we rolled well.
How can I help?
His name is Tiatitis. Okay, I'll try to remain mature and not make fun of his silly name. He is a narcissistic academic. Okay, academic is good. Plus 10% military research rate. Works really well with the leader of the racists, DeI, and he is narcissistic. More research, only when deployed, and 100 when he steals. He's not good at assassinating. Not bad. All in all, pretty good spy. Let's see what other agent we can recruit. Wow, we can recruit two druids, 2 governors, or in our case druids, but I think we won't be able to actually afford it. For now, let's, because we 100% want a champion, someone who can help train the troops. This one isn't that good. She's only good at line of sight and upkeep. I want someone, or this one, at least she helps with replenish and the recruitment and upkeep. Okay, quite a trainer. And this one helps with nothing much. So I guess we have a logistic champion, and her name is Diurpana, just like the other 16-year-old that we hired last time to do exactly the same thing that she does. And we got a scout. Okay, +1 cunning and 15 line of sight. It's actually fairly good. It will help us see better. And virtuous, +1 zeal to the general. That's good. Makes his bodyguard unit a lot better. +5 to experience gained every turn. That's really good. And even more, 3% replenishment and 3% morale. Wow, she is. I like her. The Udana 2 is a very electric boogaloo. I guess we should do research now. We will do the normal. It's a bit of a non-brainer because we need to open up the tech tree a bit. So we will choose the Celtic field system. That helps us. Doesn't help us much actually, just with sanitation and health. Wow, it takes 11 turns. Okay. I guess almost a year. Makes sense. So let's look at the diplomacy. Our diplomatic situation. I see that we are in really good relations with the Apulii. Let's see. We actually have a trade agreement and a military access with them.
Ripe women to ease other parts.
Okay. No comment. I would actually like to I mean, one thing is trading with you is okay, but having your troops trample all over our lovely gardens is not something that we, well, of course. Well, I guess we will cancel it in 6 turns to avoid a diplomatic incident. And our other brothers from other mothers are the duchy. These are more or less our direct rivals, because the only difference between us is that they have one king and we have a proper king. But for now, let's try and trade with them. Yay! How much are we trading? Will you tell me? 55. Wow! And with the Apulii, 62. Wow, we're breaking the bank. Some other people who live with us in Dacia are the Bastarnos. Now the Bastarnos are, well, as the Potolatense would like to describe them, they litter the land of Dacia with their presence and their sheep shagging ways. So we might actually want to do something about them. And they are at war with the Getae. The Getae are, well, I guess we see them as some kind of Scythian centaurs from the far east. So we might actually want to try and build up a relationship with them, because I think the presence of the Bastarnos are a bit too much for us to tolerate. And across the Danube we have the Odrysians, which are more brothers from other mothers. Wish we could try and trade with them, but we can't boat. And next to them we are aware of the Tolistobogi, who are sheep shagging Celts. Nothing we can say about them. They are at war with somebody that we don't know. Are they at war? No. But they have slaves. Interesting. And I guess the Bastarnos have a couple. Anyone else has anything interesting? No. Oh, the Apuliae are at war with the Erevishchi. This is actually interesting, because the Erevishchi who are here, they are good traders, so at least historically, then the archaeological work in this land found that the Erevishchi had minted their own coins. So I assume the mod also represent that, because they tend to have a lot of really good mercenary units. So despite the Apuliae having the local capital, they might I mean, I think this is somewhat of a fair war. Anyway, across we were talking about the Tribalii. The Tribalii are more brothers from other mothers, only they have a lot of resources, the abundant in resource. They have copper, lead and silver. Sounds nice until you realize it just paints a huge target on their face, on their backs, on their behinds, wherever. So usually people tend to gang up on them because they want the resource. And across the duchy we have the Scordicii, who live in Segundum, which is the capital of Pannonia, and they are more sheep-shagging Celts, and for some reason they really hate us. What? Trespassing against the Scordicii? Agent action against the Scordicii? Gifts given to the Apuliae? Broken treaties with the what? I didn't do any of this. I guess this is the handiwork of the previous king, who sullied the relationship with the Scordicii, I guess, to really badly, I guess, to a point of no return. So interesting how everything will turn out. And since we still have a bit of monies left, I guess we should do something with it. We can't really recruit another agent, and we do need an army, so I guess we will recruit. Not before we will actually rename this army from Bandit's Chosen, no, to Malva City Guard. To Malva City Guard, and we will rename the other army, the main army, not the Blades. The Blades is a silly name. We will rename it to the Loyal Getae Army. And what do we have? We have the king, we have the princelings, we have a bow, and we have a contingent of Komatai. Let's talk briefly about what we can recruit. Well, let's start from the bottom. We have men with bows, somewhat even below average bowmen, just men with bows, nothing to write home about. The Getae youths, a unit that I really like. I use them. They're a unit of basically peltas, but I use them almost as cavalry, because they're fairly fast with a speed of 4. They're really good for flanking and to trying to get you out of a sticky situation. And we have slings. Now, something interesting that I just recently realized, that slings are more expensive than bows, which I kinda makes sense, but not really, because I don't know, I associated slings with pebbles, and pebbles is just find on the ground, I guess. While bow, you actually need someone skilled to first of all cut down the tree and then make the bow. But then again, when you think about it a bit more, you realize, wait, a bow is a tool for hunting. Civilians are more likely to carry it, while a sling is just a tool for war. So I guess it will be more expensive. The main difference between them is the range. The slingers have 190, while the bows only have 165. But the bows can fire can literally fire. They have flaming shots, which help reducing enemy morals and to burn down buildings. So it really helps in sieges. So I think because of the expensiveness of the slingers, we won't have that many with us. Upkeep cost of 130 compared to just 101 of the bowman. Interesting realization I had, because I always thought that the bowmen are just cheaper. And the next on the list is the Getae, or just peasants that you call from the field and give them a spear and a shield and call them warriors. They are really bad, and I don't think with all the mods we can afford to lose so many free men just willy-nilly. We will prefer these as our main line troops. Just the Getaean spearman, who is very decent actually, very decent 17, base morale 39, weapon damage 22, not bad at all. And next we have the iconic folksmen, just men with big swords and a shirt. They are really good shock infantry if you ignore the fact that they don't have shields. So anything that sneezes towards them hits. So they're really susceptible to slings and bows and stuff like that. But if they do manage to charge into something, they usually make a short meat of them. I'm tempted not to use them that much, because they always tend to wrap up a lot of casualties, but it will be really bad RP, so I guess we might just have to use them. And on contraire, we have their direct rivals, I guess, in terms of recruitment, just Getaean X-Men. These are also a poor man's choice of shock infantry. They have good morale, charge bonus of 26, weapon damage of 18, and armor penetration of 13. Which is, they're fairly good, if you ignore the melee attack of 7. I mean, both of them, they come from our warrior strata, so we will need to think about who we actually want to recruit. And last but not least, Getaean scout riders. These are all-purpose cavalry. What they lack in any fighting prowess or armor of any kind, they make up for in sheer audacity and zeal and speed. They have they're I think the fastest cavalry in game with a speed of 8, and they have a really nasty 47 charge bonus with also some decent the defense values, so they can actually get really quick to wherever you want, and also annoy with their 8 pillums. All in all, not bad. So these are our options. I guess we really need some kind of a front line, so we have to recruit 2 units of spear, and since we are copying this, I guess these guys will get upgraded to these guys, so we will actually disband them. And we have another since we don't have that much money, we should recruit something cheap, because also our quartermaster isn't attached to the army, so I guess we will just get 1 unit of bow, please. And this would be the end of December, if not for the war council, because all this recruiting gets gets the people murmuring about what are we going to do with this army. So there will be a moot in Malva, and we will see. But before that, we will actually want to send our lovely wife Finuza to on a diplomatic mission to the Getae. Hopefully make some centaur friends. Have fun and good luck, and see you in the war council.